Sit back and throw one back with your pinky in the air and a middle finger to the world, and join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in pro wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get our wrestling history on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is October 19th, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. That's right, these are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1946, England's own Kendo Nagasaki. 1973, veteran independent wrestler Corporal Punishment. And last but not least, 1995, former Mae Young Classic winner Toni Storm. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, your pro wrestling deaths for October 19th. 2003, Road Warrior Hawk. Alright, enough of the sad stuff. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes. That's right, these are your pro wrestling history highlights for October 19th. Jumping in the Wayback Machine and going all the way to 1956, where we see Fred Blassie defeat Wild Bull Curry to win the NWA Southern Heavyweight title for a fourth time. We're going to groove straight on through the 60s and into the 70s. 1972, Johnny Valentine defeats Abdul the Butcher to win the National Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight title in Cleveland, Ohio. Sticking in 1972, Bobby Shane defeats Tim Woods in Tampa, Florida to win the NWA Florida Television title for a second time. Grabbing my boombox and going to the 80s, 1985, Carlos Colon defeats Abdul the Butcher in San Juan, Puerto Rico to win the WWC Universal Heavyweight title for a fourth time. The belt had been held up following a September 21st match between the two. 2 years later, in 1987, Hector Guerrero and Dr. D defeat Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee for the AWA World Tag Team titles in Memphis, Tennessee. And last but not least, bumping ahead a full decade to 1997, Muta and Masahiro Chono defeat Kensuke Sasaki and Kazuo Yamazaki to win the IWGP Tag Team titles. Those were your super short but sweet pro wrestling history highlights for October 19th. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.